everybody. I am Tanya Lee of Harmonia, and we are here for another edition of All Signs for 2026. Yes, that's right. I can't believe it. Even though I'm recording this in mid-December, this is about what opportunities and unexpected blessings are coming your way for the new year. So just take what resonates, leave the rest. Do not force anything to fit. Make sure you're checking other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus as well. All right, we're going to get started here with Sagittarius because I'm still recording in Sagittarius season, even though we're at the tail end of it. Happy birthday out there to my Saggies. We're going to start here with you first. So let's get started here. Let me just timestamp this. Here we go. Let's call in our guides, our ancestors, and our ascendant masters, spirit, for 2026. Where are they going to be starting on the Fool's Journey? Where are they? Where is Sagittarius? Where is the Sagittarius collective? Here we go. The Emperor. Aries energy. Wow. Well, the Emperor's all four kings in one. This is someone here who is on top, is in a leadership role. Inner authority as well, very strategic, and could also be a little bit egotistical, but there's something here about being a born leader, Sagittarius. So for 2026, you're at a stage here of leadership. Okay, let's see what you're attracting here. What is the opportunity here that Sagittarius is attracting for 2026? Oh my gosh. Well, dang. Four of Wands. Well, there's several meanings of this, but some of you are up leveling a commitment, whether this is a relationship, a partnership, but this could also be a whole community as well. There's celebration, there's togetherness. What you are attracting for 2026 Sagittarius is union. Now, some of you, if it's not necessarily dealing with anybody else, it could also be inner union, your inner union of alignment of masculine and feminine energy. Just because you're coming off as the Emperor, you could be also attracting the Empress energy, Taurus, Libra energy. Wow. Okay. Well, that's an amazing start. We're starting big. We're starting big here. All right. Let's see what we need to look out for the things that are surrounding this Four of Wands. What should Sagittarius look out for? Fan, romance, celebration, party. Well, you can't get any more. I mean, that's like a wedding. Some of you, are you getting married for 2026? Shield, you need to defend yourself. Interesting that we have a fan and a shield, because a fan to me, even though it's romance, it's also kind of looks like a shield in a sense. So what is surrounding you for 2026 is union, but you also need to protect yourself. Or maybe another too. Maybe it's just the union itself, but we'll see. We'll see how this cards will play out. All right, let's see. Where does Sagittarius stand in relation to receiving this? Strength here, reverse. This looks like something more towards the summer season. We got Leo energy, but this isn't going to be an easy connection this year. So there's going to be pride that is involved. All right. What is forming in this blessing? Yeah, I feel like for a lot of you, the beginning of the year, I don't know if you're in separation or there's some kind of and maybe that's why you're in the Emperor stage starting off for the year, because there's something here about taking accountability, taking stock of your life, but also reconciling some indifferences. And some of you are just simply trying to get back on your feet again, like the Michael Bolton song. But there's pride involved in this because you've never really liked to feel this low, not this Sagittarius. So you're going through a recovery period for a lot of this year, and it's not a bad thing. I think you're just very protective. You need to defend yourself, but you also need to take care of yourself, and that's going to be something big for you for 2026. All right, what is the hidden timeline here? The variant outcome here, the detour, the blessing in disguise. We have the Two of Wands here reversed. It's like everything that you think, and it's this deck is not reversed or just coming off that way. Everything that you think has what you thought was going to not be capable or possible for 2026 is actually going to be a little bit flipped around, because you may start off the beginning of the year going a different direction to reestablish yourself, fix some things, okay? Maybe even fix some things from your past, okay? Whether that's credit, whether that's your self-esteem, there's something here where you are being redirected in a really big way for this year. And it may feel like you're becoming further and further and further away from union, but it's actually a path you're meant to go down this year. Yeah, you're meant to go down this year for this path. All right, let's see what the echo of the past is, the memory, the wound, the belief influencing this strength reversed, what you're pulling in. The Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. I feel like this has to do with stability, and also nurturing, self-care. Some of you, this could also be another individual. Maybe this person here um had a tendency to overgive, nurture, mother. But others of you, the echoes of the past here has to do with the female energy of caring, of nurturing, and making sure everything is okay. Invest wisely. And I feel like there's something where at one point you may have overgiven to a scenario where you've never felt good enough. And so this is the echoes of the past here with this individual. And it doesn't necessarily mean the person that you're going to union with, but this is something that has shaped you for the Sagittarius. Could be a mother figure, but it doesn't have to be. Could be a boss, could be could be a sibling, could be somebody here who had some expectations, high expectations on you. All right, let's see what the alignment or the shift that is required for this union. Oh my gosh, Four of Wands. This is connection. Connection is very important to you, but it's also one that you never anticipated before. So it's almost like when you reconnect or you meet this individual or partnership in sense, it is going to give you a whole new perspective. You got the Four of Wands here twice, which brings me to the Eight of Wands. This is not something you expected or anticipated. This is kind of like a run-in of a mirror where when you meet into this partnership, it's because you have nurtured your soul, like nurtured it this year. So it may feel a little bit rough and rocky, but what you're actually doing is you're meant to go on that side path. And this pathway is actually leading you to the alignment that you need. Some of you, it could be possibly a reunion, but others of you, it's a package that you never anticipated or expected you would be able to open. It's just that kind of doorway. Let's see what the likely manifestation is. What opportunity becomes when you consciously receive this for you for this year. The Six of Pentacles. There's that Six of Pentacles, I feel. You're going to receive this in a way when you don't expect it. And it's going to come, like I said, in a package that you didn't know was yours. But it's also going to come when you have put some discernment and boundaries on overgiving. this relationship here is going to be more balanced. And some of you, you're going to see a mirror effect where you see someone overgiving and they're going to remind you of how you came into the first, like the beginning of the year. So if this is someone returning, it's like they flip around, but can they keep the consistency of it, which is going to be really important for you. So let's see what's going to support your path here for 2026. What's going to support this union for you? The Hierophant, being committed. But here's the commitment. It's belief systems, compromise, but understanding. See, you're more in the teacher role while another is learning from you. And the roles could be, we have a lot more Taurus energy here too, could be more fluid. But I do feel like 2026 is bringing a very strong mirrored commitment to you that is going to challenge you and trigger you. But at the same time, it's also going to allow you to both evolve and get through this wound of overgiving. Because in 2025 or beyond that, I feel like this Saggy overgave. 2026, you're stepping back, but you're seeing someone overgive to you to some extent. And it's like, what are they trying to prove? What are they trying to do? What's happening here? It's almost like the opposite happens. All right. What do you need to trust for this? What do you need to trust when this person comes in your life? Justice, the reciprocity, the consequences, a Libra energy. There's something here about commitment. This relationship is going to feel not tumultuous. It's going to feel like it's going to pressure you to see a different perspective of who you used to be, but at the same time, the evolvement. Because this person here is learning a lot from you, but you're going to see how quickly that you two align with one another. Notice here the owl here too. So I feel like there may be an age difference between the two of you. Some of you, this could be work where, you have a boss, but all of a sudden they're getting you ready for the position later on. Like maybe they're retiring or something like that. So for what's coming your way, Sagittarius, for 2026, it feels like a union. It feels like a partnership here, one that is very much aligned for you. It's going to be challenging in the beginning because you're going to be kind of thrown into a path that maybe you aren't aware of, but it's going to happen. What month is very significant for you for 2026? June. I was feeling a lot of summer energy here. So June may be the month that you actually are aligned to be with this individual. All right. That's what I got here for you, Sagittarius. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget there's more messages over at Harmonia Friends Club, my membership area. And we're going to move on to Capricorn next. All right, Spirit. What do we have here for Capricorn for 2026? Where is Capricorn on the journey starting off? Ooh, you're starting off with Temperance. Not a bad place to be. Sagittarius energy, you may have Saggy in your chart, but Temperance is all about alignment, patience. There's something here about really, really being patient with oneself. Okay. It's not a bad card to be in. What is Capricorn attracting for 2026? What is this opportunity? What is this blessing, Spirit? The Chariots. I think we just got this. This is a move. This could be a relocation. Cancer energy could happen during the summertime. Summer is significant for Cancer energy, but this is a move. Could also be an advancement of some sort, but could involve travel too. All right, let's see what's surrounding this. What is surrounding this blessing? What do they need to be aware of? Chair filled. Someone new is entering your life. Uh-oh. A new person. Okay. Bull. Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. This person's going to test your patience. This new person is going to test your patience. Could be dealing with a Taurus. All right. All right. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's going on here. All right. Where are you here, Spirit? Where they stand here, Capricorn, in relation to what they're receiving? Four Swords. When you're at peace, when you're at a resting state, when you don't, you're just so detached. I'm not saying you're sick or isolated, but this is someone here who is in kind of a hibernation period when this comes in. What is forming here? Oh my God, a hibernation period. And then we get the Empress. Are some of you expecting a baby? Some of you may. Some of you have a child coming on the way. But listen, if it's not a baby, because I don't want everyone to be like, no, I'm not having kids anymore. We still got a lot of Taurus energy here. I'm feeling that bull energy, but we also have Libra here too. Someone new is entering your life. Be prepared because this is a lot more responsibility, but at the same time, you're going to love every minute of it. And if this is not a baby, it's something you're going to treat like a baby. So this could be a new opportunity. Maybe it's you stepping up to be an entrepreneur. Some of you, this could be the creation of a beautiful relationship as well, but there's more responsibilities involved than you may have originally anticipated. All right. Hidden timeline here for this. We have the King of Wands here reversed. More Sagittarius energy, Aries and Leo as well. You know, there could be some aggravation or clashing of ideas or how something may be. So if this is you being a new parent, this could be your spouse or your loved one here, where you have different belief systems or different ways of doing things. But there's this energy here of wanting to have a nest egg of some sort for this Capricorn. If this is not for love or expecting a baby of some sort, I do feel like if this is a partnership or someone here that makes you go outside of your comfort zone, you know that this person tests you and you know they mean well, but sometimes they can go a little bit overboard. And that's something that you're going to just have to watch out for. The echoes of the past here. The King of Pentacles. Well, that's your energy. You're very nurturing, but you're also very methodical. And I sometimes call the King of Pentacles the boring king because he's the one who gets all the practical stuff done and is the provider. And a lot of people don't give the King and the Queen of Pentacles a lot of credit. Yes, but they mean well, and all of those things are needed. So, why this is happening now is because you've come to a threshold where it may also feel you want something new. And it's like, maybe I didn't ask for it, but at the same time, I know this is going to change my life entirely. Some of you are going back to school. Okay. Others of you, like I said, may have a new baby. Others of you, it's a new career change. Some of you, it could be a relationship dynamic change, a partnership of some sort where the two of you are involved, maybe in a business together. But there's responsibilities here that are new, but not necessarily foreign because you've been able to handle things before when it comes to the structural and practical things. So you're ready for change. You really are. And this is why it's coming in. The alignment and the shift required. This is the mindset and the action, the release that puts you into the alignment of this. Look at that. The Seven of Swords here reversed. When you get to the point in 2026, Capricorn, where you can't hold the secret anymore, meaning that you're showing, you're showing signs. You're showing signs like, what if I would change? What if something would happen? What if, it's, you can't deny the changes in you. So, and you may be starting to feel that now, you maybe you haven't really been vocal about it, but I do feel like there's a time period, and this is when you know it comes in, where it's obvious because people ask you. So I feel like people are going to ask a Capricorn, like, hey, you've been talking a lot about this, or hey, you know, there's something different about you. And that's the part where it's time. Likely manifestation of here. Look at this. 9 of Cups here, reverse. Again, I really feel like it's just be very wary with an individual who kind of likes to have things their way. Whoever this person is in your life, it's not meaning that they're like completely egotistical, flat out drunk or anything like that. But this person here is used to getting their way. So there's something here about wanting to fulfill certain things that you just got to be careful with. And that's the part where it says, do not back down from opposition, show strength and fortitude. And if you show strength and fortitude, it's this energy of sitting here and doing what you need to do to protect whatever is and your needs and desires. All right. Let's see what we have here for what is supporting you here with this change, for this new addition that is happening for you. Man, this is cool because I feel like it's going to be a huge move for you. I mean, some of you are going to have to relocate because you're having, you need to expand. It could be even a house change. Others of you, it's like, I never thought I was going to be buying a brick and mortar. There's just something here about changing locations. Oh, we have the well. So this is deep emotions, like really, really deep emotions that are supporting you. But Spirit's saying not all wishes are lost. And there's one wish, and you did wish for change that is actually going to be completely transpiring for this year. It is not going to be something here where you can sit and relax at all because, yeah, you have that point, but then you all of a sudden have to get moving and showcase something else, coming in. Let's see what else we got here. What you need to trust with the universe. And then we'll see the significant month this arrives. Page of Wands. So this new creation that you have coming, whether it's bringing in a new life or bringing in a new idea, is going to bring deep emotions and deep expectations. And Spirit is saying, pull in the page energy of asking what is possible instead of examining it as it has to be this particular way. So the page still has a lot, Capricorn, of the fool's energy. So really still stay open and optimistic about the possibilities of having this new adventure, okay, that you're going down. Let's see what month is significant for you for 2026. Now, this might be a month here of when this is popping out or when something here is going to involve that chariot energy. April. So we're looking at springtime, and spring is all about birth, fertility. Okay. So look out for April for, well, the signs of showing. All right. Good luck, Capricorn. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget there's more messages over on Harmonia Friends Club. And yes, this month, or sorry, for January, Capricorn season, and happy birthday out there to my Cappies. You guys also get a public reading coming up. All right, we're going to move on to Aquarius next. All right, Spirit. Let's see what we have here for Aquarius for 2026. Where are they on the Fool's Journey? Here we go. Strength, Leo energy, courage. You're going into 2026 with immense amount of courage, but also strength is a card of resilience as well. Okay. Let's see what you're attracting. What is Aquarius attracting for 2026? Here we go. The 10 of Pentacles. Home. Family. Union. Togetherness. Loyalty. Well, I feel for you for 2026, home and family are going to be very much important to you. So, your relationship house is going to be extremely significant to you. And you're going to be very, very happy in this home environment. Or it could be a work front as well. For some of you, could be work related. All right, let's see what's surrounding this, what you need to be wary of. What is surrounding this 10 of Pentacles? It looks like you're almost like in deep discussion with somebody. Clouds, temporary problems. Okay. So every home has its secrets. Harp, great happiness. So ups and downs of this environment, but it's not that you can't lean on to your support. What you're attracting this year feels like home, support, and some of you a really loving connection that you can discuss those moments of cloudiness and temporary issues. You can also have a lot of fun with this person or this individuals here with your family. Could be that too, but family is very significant for you for this year. All right. Let's see where you stand in relation to receiving. Reversals are now up. The world here reversed. So there's something here about unfinished business that you're walking into to 2026. And I feel like there was a cycle here that maybe you did not. I don't know if it's almost like something that you didn't think was going to happen, or you felt very unresolved with, but we got a lot of energy here. We got Leo energy, more Leo energy. Of course, we have your energy here too with Aquarius. We have Scorpio, and we also have Taurus energy. But with the reverse, there's something here about you being in the dark and not knowing everything. And it could be someone at a distance from you as well, or something that you're distant, maybe you forgot about. Maybe it's something from the past as well. It could be that too. Doesn't necessarily mean a person here who's at a distance from you. Yeah. Three of Pentacles card here is what is forming is collaboration, working together, being able to see something. And I feel like it's gonna allow you to work through it. Like I feel this immense amount of support with others who want to work with you, collaborate with you. Some of you, this is a community. It could be you starting something up in a community. Others of you, if this is work, it's like you stepping up as a leader. Maybe this resilience here is something that you have been kind of pushing back. But this year, it's like, no, I think I'm ready. Maybe I didn't think I was made to be a leader, but maybe this time I am. All right, let's see what the hidden timeline is here for you. But not yet. There's something about this. You were against this. You weren't ready for this. You weren't ready for this commitment. You weren't ready for the responsibilities. You pushed it off. Maybe you didn't feel secure enough, but this is you opening up to it. Great happiness. This is asking Aquarius, what if those walls came down and you face those clouds of whatever you were guarded with and see what happens with it? Okay. Because that's someone here who's could have the timeline here of missing out on this if they choose to. And the choice is yours. Yes, you are attracting the possibility of an amazing union or stepping up in a leadership role to community, to family, but it's you who's bringing together the union. Some of you are reunion. Maybe you are bringing that together with family this year. Let's see what the echo of the past is with that world card. What's kept you from stopping it? Oh, well, your own energy. You were hurt. This is what kept you from this. And that's why you're resilient, because you've been through pain. This is for an Aquarius with this King of Swords energy, who's sarcastic, who can be a little bit very much a self-critic. But 2026 is clearing out that criticism and seeing the beauty of what it would be like to be and have that support and be able to talk it out. The indifferences, the togetherness, it's the collaboration. And that's going to be really important for you. It really is. Alignment and shift that is required here for you for 2026 is stop fighting your intuition. There's parts of you, and I get it because you're an Aquarius. Okay, you're an absolutely a visionary if you're an Aquarius, and you're very well spoken, but you also have a zillion plans in your head with all of the different scenarios, and most of those scenarios here come into anxiety, fear driven, and then it shuts off your intuition. And Spirit is saying, if you want to really be open to this, you have to trust the signs that we give you. And those signs can come in synchronicities, that can come in song form for you, that can come even in earth angels with individuals who you're like, that sounds familiar. But this is the universe saying, trust your intuition. It's time. This is not something here that you can ignore anymore. You're not blind to this anymore. All right. Likely manifestation when the opportunity comes for you consciously, when you receive it here, 9 of Pentacles. It comes in when you look at this, it's 2 9s. When you feel comfortable this year in your stability. Meaning, I love the 9 of Pentacles because it goes towards what? The 10 of Pentacles. But with it reverse, it's saying, when is it going to come in? Well, it's going to come in when your walls are down and when you feel good enough and have the courage to see what happens anyway, with collaborating with individuals, with creating a community of some sort. And some of you, it is a commitment. It's up-leveling a commitment. It's however you may take it, because I'm reading for a lot of different individuals here. All right, what you need to trust other than your intuition. What the Spirit wants you to trust here. Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Now, this could be a person here who you're collaborating with. All right, the other person. I'm going to describe them. Okay, they might love cats. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, more Leo energy. This is a way shower. This is an individual here who comes off as an extrovert, who has a lot of courage, confident, has an ego too, but they are an out-of-box thinker. They are a firecracker. And Spirit is saying, yes, absolutely trust your intuition, but also this is an individual here who's supporting your path for 2026. So look out for this character per se. What else do we have here? What else do we have here with the support for 2026? This is a soul mate. This is an individual with fond memories. So most of you know this person already. Most of you know this person already. Others of you, it's an individual that you feel like you've known them since childhood. You're like 2 kids again coming together, but it's a union. So what's in store for you? Union, community, togetherness, a really strong soulmate, whether this is in partnership, whether it's in friend, could even be romance, but it's not just any kind of romance. This is a romance that is marriage material. All right. That's what I got. Let's see what month here, possibly, of this happening or occurring for you. The biggest time. And this happening, occurring doesn't necessarily mean de-union, but like when things will start changing or shifting. May. We have May here. So around spring, early summer here for you. All right, that's what I got here for you, Aquarius. If this resonated or you want to claim it, go ahead, hit like, comment below because, it's for 2026. We're going to move on to Pisces next. Do not forget, you also have more readings over at Harmonia Friends Club in the Timeless Vaults. Pisces. Spirit, where is Pisces entering 2026? Here we go. We have the Emperor again. I forget who he came out for. We're not that far in. I think it might have been Capricorn, or it could have been Sagittarius too, though. Empress, we have Emperor. We have maybe the Empress will come out. The Emperor, we have Aries energy. So leadership. You are in a leadership role right now, or you're entering that way. You're all four kings in one. Your masculine energy is very, very much aligned going into the new year. Okay. What are they attracting here in 2026? Or who? Could be that too. Success, clarity, a vision, authenticity. So this is nice. You're attracting something that is going to be very successful. Okay. Let's see what's surrounding this. What does Pisces need to be on a watch for, and what's surrounding this success? Ear, good news. Love that. Hearing good news. Table, hard work ahead. Some of you, this is an up level in a job. Okay. Some of you, this could be an approval of a loan as well. But it's like, I feel like a table, it's a deep discussion. So you're being asked to listen to everything that is stated because it's going to be an opportunity that is going to be offered to you. Now, notice the sword here, the way it's held is a little bit painful. It's not on the handle, it's here. So something here tells me that when you hear this news, it's going to be the sharp thing of wanting to poke at it or to negotiate at it. And Spirit is saying, hey, listen first. Just listen to what they got to say. All right. Where does Pisces stand in relation to receiving this news? Justice. This could be legalities. This could be a loan. This could be someone here. This could be the law. But someone with, I don't know. I almost feel with Libra energy, this is something that may have happened in the fall and is spiraling out here towards 2026, where the consequences, there's going to be an agreement of some sort, but the agreement is going in your favor this time, Pisces, which is good. You're taking accountability for certain things in your life. What is forming the incoming opportunity here? Look at this, the Knight of Swords. Now you're holding it right. Right? After you hear this news, there's going to be this immense ability to speak up, to speak your truth. Some of you, this could have been a divorce, an ugly divorce. I don't know, there's legalities here, but if it's not that, this could have been, like I said, something that kept you from playing a specific part. You really couldn't show up the way that you wanted to. But now that you have the truth, now that you have this knowledge, now that you have a nod with the okay, you're determined to push forward. Hidden timeline here. The Four of Pentacles here reverse. See, the hidden timeline here for you is addressing the loss. And I feel that 2025 or anything in here that you had lost, some of you is a great deal of money. Some of you stayed in a position that made you feel stuck, that you really couldn't save for the future. But this is something where this is the hidden timeline and it's you addressing the losses. So now it's the recovery period here for you. So let's see what the echoes of that past is with that justice. Why this is coming up for 2026 for you. Uh, a lesson, fairness, commitment, compromise. You learned your lesson. You learned a harsh lesson. This Pisces learned a harsh lesson. But 2026 allows you a new, I don't know, a new document. You're signing something. And however you're signing, it's going to give you relief. It's a contract of some sort. Alignment and shift needed to require. The Magician here. This is something that you had to let go of, but also surrender and just trust that the universe will bring this into your favor. You didn't anticipate it anymore, but you also learned to surrender to it and just let it be. And the alignment of this is you may not be ready to speak up or say everything because you're being held back by a contract of some sort. But in 2026, there's a new contract that you're going to be signing, or something is going to be passed on to you that is going to allow you justice, a new start of some sort here. Okay. What the opportunity becomes when you consciously here receive this. There it is, the Emperor here reversed. It's allowing things to become full circle. Okay. Some of you were dealing with a very narcissistic, manipulative individual. And this is a person here who came off extremely controlling. Others of you, if it's a leader, because what you're coming in as the role is that you are basically overshining this leader. So this individual is not going to be able to do anything. Either you're leaving a job, either you're leaving a toxic relationship where you felt like you were trapped. This is something here about poor leadership. The conscious effort here now is you don't have to be this. You know everything that you will not be. And it's this individual. And it was a harsh lesson. But 2026 is being able to restart and to let this person's own lessons have their own say and mindset. In a sense, it's not yours. What supports your path in 2026 in the success? Six of Pentacles, reciprocity, more balance. Something is owed to you. Some of you are going to get some money out of this. Others of you, it's just fairness. It's going into relationships that you will never be taken advantage of again. Like you'll just know. Absolutely. What does the universe here want you to trust or need to trust in? Look at that, the Knight of Swords. Your truth, your words. See, you stated something back in 2025 that has been stuck on hold, or you've been waiting for someone to approve or to get through. And this is something where Spirit's saying, as long as you understand that your words can absolutely have a bite to it, this person's words also had a bite to them. So Spirit's saying, trust that your words are also with your actions that you've taken. This individual was here out to hunt, to point, to blame, that kind of insecurity here for you. So 2026 is to trust your word. You have nothing to worry about. The significant month for you for this year, July. Something's coming up in the summertime. All right. That's what I got here for you, Pisces. If you resonate with this at all, go ahead and comment below. Don't forget, there's more messages over at the other side at Harmonia Friends Club. We're going to move on to Aries next. All right. Spirit, what do we got here for Aries? Where are they on the Fool's Journey, or who are they on the Fool's Journey for 2026? The Fool. You're starting as the Fool, which is not a bad character to be because this character goes through every one of the cards. So there's something here to understand that when you are the Fool, it's not that you're starting over again. It's that you can be very optimistic with whatever hits your way for 2026. And you're being asked here to remember that there's always going to be a new start here for you. All right, let's see what you're attracting. What is Aries attracting for 2026? What is the opportunity or hidden blessing here, Spirit? The artist. I like this. This is a particular card for this deck. In fact, when I first saw this, I thought it said arise, which kind of goes with this too, because this is like beyond manifestation in the world. It's something about painting and creation, and this is very much the fool dreaming and seeing what they can establish and bring to life. So it is kind of incorporating the fool, the magician, and then actually seeing the reality of what they can actually create. So your gift for or your opportunity, which comes as a gift, is you as an artist. Okay, some of you are very creative, you have creative ideas, a spark, and this creativity and spark can come off in so many different ways, and spirit saying rely on that, because there's a huge opportunity here to think out of the box. This can help you in so many different facets of your life, not just career, money, but it could come up with solving problems and solutions, even when it comes to with relationships as well. All right, let's see what's surrounding this artist card. What do you need to watch out for? Oh, marriage. So a relationship may be significant, but marriage could also be commitment. So it doesn't necessarily mean a relationship for all of you. It could be commitment. Hills, obstacles to overcome. But again, there's that painting the picture and what it's surrounded. So not everything, like this commitment is going to involve dedication for you for this year, and to be very, very optimistic about this relationship and um, what occurs with it. Where you stand in relation to receiving this. So this is a scenario with either, and I want to say that because it's starting off with this, that this is with a person that you have a hard time recovering from. And it's about recovering losses. But here's the thing, this person is in the cold with you as well. Some of you are in a commitment already. Others of you, there's been some kind of rejection about this commitment. If this is a job, it's something where you would like to see something better or more, but it's just not there. And this is something that you can't ignore anymore. But there needs to be a deep discussion that happens in this level, and that's what's coming up. Where you stand in relation to receiving this is in the loss. When you have that heart-to-heart discussion is when you're going to have this idea. What is forming the incoming opportunity here? What is forming? The 10 of Swords here reverse. Well, this is interesting because this is very painful. This is usually someone here who's been betrayed, hurt, no coming back from, unforgivable. But it is a 10, so the pain is over. But with the 10 being reversed, I want to say that this obstacle, it's not that it's not over, it's a wound that has left some kind of scar. So they're kind of showcasing to me like an old warrior wound that, during certain weather patterns, it acts up again. And that's what it feels like for this year. That, yes, you're recovering from some kind of scenario, and maybe some of you are trying to make a relationship work. Others of you've left a relationship and you're recovering from it. But some of you, this is work related, it's realizing this pain wasn't all for nothing. What's hidden on this, it's actually created some kind of massive move. There's going to be a relocation for you this year. Aries, you got a relocation coming up, or travel. And this traveling is going to light you up, like light you up. It's going to make you feel like not only do you have a new start, but you are inspired here to see how far you can go, maybe with another. Um, or others of you, you're getting over another connection. But many of you, there's a commitment of change that is coming in for you for 2026. What is the echo of this past with this Five of Pentacles? Knight of Cups here reverse. Unforgivable, unapologetic. I mean, this was something here that you felt emotionally attached to and emotionally fulfilled with. But now it's like the rose-colored glasses are off and you understand the wounds it has left, but you're also saying we need to cut through that. We need to cut through that. We can't bring it with us. And some of you, by cutting through that, is leaving a scenario, whether it's a relationship, a job. And others of you, it's trying to work with an individual and say, are we doing this? Is this through it? Are we going through thick and thin here? Alignment, shift required here for you. King of Wands. This is the alignment that is needed. This is you. When the King of Wands is reversed, they tend to be stifling, feeling that they know better. And remember, you're the Fool, so you have to be optimistic and not get so stuck on things being a specific way, or perfectionist when it comes to your own art, or creativity or ideas. This is, don't let your pride and ego get in the way. Spirit is saying, if you want this to shift, if you want this to come quickly, where you see an actual new beginning, where it has roots grown in, where there is success in that, okay, obstacles to come through, then this is where you got to stop stifling. Some of you are procrastinating as well, or you will be. What the opportunity becomes when you consciously receive it. The King of Swords here, reverse, unapologetic. You're not thinking small anymore, but at the same time, you're detaching, a little sarcastic. Okay, may come off a little bit jaded this year, but I want to remind you that you've also been through a lot. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy with that sword here is, you just got to speak the truth. You just got to remain optimistic, but also at the same time be authentic. And this is, I forget what this character is in Skyrim. Cicerio, I think is the name. But here's the thing. To see how it's holding like some like death in the hands. There's a transformation that is needed, and there's something that is not serving you anymore. So you're holding something that is an old version, deader than dead, but at the same time is, will it evolve? And Spirit's saying, if it's dead, it's dead. Evolve, either start off fresh or move on. And so that's the energy of where you're going to be fighting some of that this year in your ego, in that sense. But your ideas and spark for envisioning a future is huge for you, because whatever you put your mind to it, and whenever you start allowing and leaning back into it, that's where the fruition comes. What's supporting your path here for 2026? King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This could be another individual. This could also be this person who you're committed to. But let me tell you, this person is fair. They may have had some bump in the road at one point, or have very particular way of doing things, but they're typically fair and they invest wisely. And they too can also be stubborn. Taurus energy strongly, I'm feeling, but we got Virgo and Capricorn here too, but they're really making me add this, which is the Six of Pentacles. It's, if you want this to work, if you are trying to make something work, a commitment, you're going to have to listen to one another and be fair. But at the same time, if this person here stifles your ideas or takes something away, that's the part where they're questioning your perfectionism. Does it always have to be that way? And that's what this person is doing. They are challenging you. What you need to trust. You need to trust that that this hard work, and it is going to be hard work. It ain't going to be easy because once you do it, you're like really putting the work into it, that you will be able to build again. But you have to trust the process once you lay down the foundation. So Spirit's saying, trust the process once you plant the seed. Plant it. Don't sit there and watch it. Just care, nurture it, check on it, see how it's growing, but do other things in your life too. Okay. What is the significant month for you, Aries, for 2026? February. That's not too far away. So February may be something significant for you that's coming on. All right, that's what I got here for you, Aries. If this resonated or you want to claim it, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, you got more messages over at Harmonia Friends Club, which is a timeless vault of readings. If not, this is where we part ways. We're going to move on to Taurus next. All right, Taurus, my bulls. Spirit, what is going on here for Taurus for 2026? Where are they on the Fool's Journey, or who are they showing up as? Here we go. The Lovers. Gemini energy. This is also the choice card, but it comes with partnerships. Partnerships also take compromise. So there's something significant for 2026 about a relationship. Okay. What are you attracting here for 2026? A new start. Some of you, this is a new relationship, okay? Or a relationship that has a new start. Could be that too. Doesn't have to be romantic, but dang, you're going on an adventure with a connection. All right, let's see what's surrounding this connection here for you, Taurus. What's surrounding this connection? Misunderstanding. Okay. False start. I just heard false start. Basket. Recognition, reward for merit. So interesting enough, this is about a relationship that had a false start in your life, or there was a massive misunderstanding. Now, going into 2026, 2026, this wall is still here and this misunderstanding is still here, but there's also recognition. So, there's a new start on this relationship. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's going on here. Where you stand in relation to receiving this. Some of you are receiving an apology. Yeah. Patience. Could have been dealing with a Sagittarius. Taurus. You're very aligned, but I also feel like this connection is very much in alignment now. Maybe the two of you needed to go separate ways or part directions, because there was some emotions here that were being taken personally on both sides. But one individual here, I feel, wants to pour into it. And I want to say it's this person here, okay? Like I said, could be a Gemini or Sagittarius energy. What is forming in the incoming opportunity here? Oh, God. They feel guilty. They're upset. This doesn't have to be romance, guys. I'm reading for a lot of different people, but this is a lot of cups. And even though it's 5 here, it's 6 and 7. And I do feel with Sagittarius energy, some of you are already in connection. If you're in there, you may be feeling this already, or you're already having some conversations with it, but you're not really sure where this is going. But the gift that you're receiving here is recognition and understanding, and also could be a massive apology. The hidden timeline, a variant here. Oh, Nine of Swords. The reason this person here is coming back in this picture is the anxiety here of not saying anything will always leave this person wondering, what if? And so this individual is trying to gain the courage to do so. But for 2026, the period of when this comes in also may be a period here where this person had to leave a certain connection that no longer served them anymore. See, this is more in the forefront. And this may worry you a little bit when you receive this news because you're thinking you're a rebound of some sort. Like, why now? Echo from the past here, Taurus. Yeah, why now? Like, I thought this was over. I thought this was done. I didn't think this was ever going to come back. Why are we repairing this now? Why come now? Why come now? And I think it was because this person here had to feel a shakeup of another connection that just it got in the way. And this could have been a third party of any sorts. This could have been family. This could have been friends. This could have been a mindset, but it was emotionally taking away from this connection. Period. The alignment shift required for this. 7 of Wands energy. It's not the energy here of you doing anything. It's this energy of this individual because they never really fought for this connection before. And when you're going to see the shift is when this person here chooses, Taurus, to scale the walls or to deal with the onset of individuals who say, don't go there. This person's going to do it anyway. That's the energy that I'm feeling. Likely manifestation, what this opportunity becomes when you consciously receive it. It's when you don't anticipate it or when you don't necessarily desire it, but it's also when you have another opportunity here that you really have been reaching for and you're like throwing it off your back. So, gosh, is this going to be a tough one? Because I do think you're going to get a recognition of what you wanted to receive, but here's the beauty of this. What is this opportunity for you? How is this an opportunity? You're probably asking. The opportunity is the choice is yours, not this other person. This person here chooses to come back, but you also have another opportunity here. And some of you, it's a better opportunity and you get it. But let's see the advice here Spirit gets for you. You're going to have your options. There's more than one option. There simply is. And some of you, that option is just choosing yourself or choosing a different direction. Like I said, this doesn't have to be romance. This could have been someone who turned you to the side or friendship. And it's like, no. What's supporting you for 2026? Oh, I love this. We got the Artist. We just got this for Aries. This is a card here of creativity. This is a card here of creating your future and that magician energy and seeing that it's actually coming to life. So how is it supporting you? It's like whatever you have been, I don't know. I feel like you have a manifestation journal. If you don't, there's something that you do that you journal, you doodle, but it actually is coming to life and you can actually see it coming to life this year. So you're going to see this tree, which to me is about family roots, getting to the root of the situation. Look for the signs in that. What you need to trust about this, the move, the movement. It's coming to you. This person is traveling a distance. They're not just picking up a phone. They're coming to you. All right. Or the opportunity is coming to you. It's not like you need to go to it. That's also Cancer energy here. So summertime may be significant, but we'll see because we also are going to be pulling the month. What month may be significant here in this? November. So November could be when everything happens with a move of some sort or the choice that is coming in May. But I feel like this person's coming in the summertime, it feels like. All right, that's what I got here for you, Taurus. If this resonates, go ahead and hit like, comment below, or claim it if you want to. And we're gonna move on to Gemini. Don't forget you got timeless tarot stories over at Harmonia Friends Club, my membership area. All right, my Geminis. Let's see where you are on the fool's journey or who you're showing up for 2026. Here we go. Ooh, this one's kind of coming out. The sun, clarity, vitality, Leo energy here, happiness, joyness, joyful, lots of joy for 2026. Not a bad start here, Gemini. All right, let's see what the opportunity or hidden blessing is coming your way for 2026 for Gemini. Here we go. Wow, your hidden blessings is your insecurities. Because behind every insecurity is a possibility to actually have the dream come true. All right. So this is self-doubt. And don't, I know it's kind of a backhanded way of looking at it, but there is some fears that are coming here that are actually are huge opportunities here to confront face on, like, or head on for some of you. All right, let's see what's surrounding this Eight of Swords. What do they need to, what does Gemini need to be in the lookout with this fear, the self-doubt, this insecurity? Fly, a period of ill health or depression. All right, so there's something here where this is all mental, boat, money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. Oh boy. It feels like it's going to be a little bit of a messy 2026, but not in nearly as a bad way. But I do feel like this may involve family inheritance. This also could involve you being able to move through your emotions. I don't know. I feel like you're doing really, really well. But at the same time, when I think of a fly, you also have some kind of disease, meaning other individuals who surround you, who feed off of you. And they feed off your pain. They feed off the illness. They feed off the fear. So these are individuals who want a piece of something, piece of the inheritance, piece of your prosperity. So you got a lot of good things coming, but the insecurities comes that others may make you feel less than. Okay. Where you stand in relation to receiving this? Oh, this is something or someone, and I want to say it's a particular person because there's two cups. There's one that's really falling here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, soulmate. This is someone you have a deep relationship with. This could be a family member. This could be a spouse for some of you. But this is someone that, or an ex, more like an ex-spouse. This is someone that you had to walk away from in 2025. And you may be looking back, and this individual may have a tendency to make you feel guilty as you are moving on with your life. You are trusting the sun that is illuminating that moon, which is your intuition, which is huge for 2026 for you. What is forming the incoming opportunity here? Your stability. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here, but this also could give the possibility of who you're moving towards. This could be someone here who is really good investor, an accountant of some sort, a financial advisor for some of you. And this could be involving an inheritance or something, or a business. There's something about an heirloom. And I just feel like this Gemini may be getting some practical advice from an individual of how to handle certain things in their life. The hidden timeline. The Page of Pentacles here reverse. An individual here who always took you for granted. And the hidden timeline is that they're not over it, and they still have an anticipation of you feeding their need, or they needing a piece of this. This person's immature, or if they're not younger than you, they're immature. And they're immature irrational ways is what leads them to some of their own dismay. But at the same time, this person has the audacity to think that you could bail them out all the time. And I feel like for 2026, you're really looking good financially, but at the same time, you're not giving nearly to how you used to individuals who don't even know how to use it, or you do the same thing over and over again, repeat the same patterns. The echo of the past here, 8 of Cups, of why this is coming up, is because you still may have to deal with this person for certain situations or over explain again to this individual. I also feel new relationships or relationships that do matter, like this King of Capricorn or King of Pentacles energy. I just said Capricorn, so Capricorn may be something significant, but it's got Taurus and Virgo energy here too. But there's someone here who's helping you to set ground. Um, some of you are working on a will, okay? Some of you, this could be a child who's an adult, but they're just immature. They feed off of you in the sense where it's like you can't keep enabling them. But the opportunity and the hidden blessing here with this and the echoes of the past is who you work with or who you set a contract with. And if you do anything with this individual, I think you're putting it in writing. I do. And that's what you're being asked to do as well. Alignment and shift required here. The Hermit here reversed. Watch yourself and your health this year, that you don't allow the situation that you walked away from that emotionally drained you to keep you isolated and alone because you feel like you can't be around anybody. Because you've already done a lot of soul searching, and Spirit's saying, watch that you don't completely segregate yourself out, that this person here kind of wins if you do that, okay? Because that's what they want as well. They don't want you to be with anyone but them, right? Or get ahead. Likely thing to manifest here. Whew. How is this a hidden blessing? Well, here's the hidden blessing and the opportunity in this. All of this fighting, all of this confrontation, it's going to be hard to do when you got your shit together and your paperwork in stow. And I feel a very competitive nature, but at the same time, you're able to have a good, healthy fight. This wasn't reversed. It's facing the confrontation. Your confrontation are the things that are uncomfortable for you. Why? So that you can break through to something better. And Spirit's trying to push you to do so. What supports your path in 2026? Woo! The 6 of Swords. Somebody is on that boat with you. I do feel like you're getting really good advice from an individual in 2026 of how to move forward, how to move ahead. But you got the 6 of Swords, and guess what that 6 of Swords is? That boat. Money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. There's something here about this individual navigating you towards a windfall. What you need to trust, Gemini, that this is a gift, that this is not something here that you're going to have to pay in return. All right. Yes, you deserve this. This is yours. Yours. Ace of Pentacles here, not this other individual here who mishandled it. All right. The month here where things may be activated for you. July may be a significant month where things get a little bit rocky. There's a lot of emotions here. So I want to say when the boat comes in, and where I see that the most with the emotional is in the Page of Pentacles. So I really feel that energy of this individual that is going to be rushing in with some emotions here. All right, that's what I got here for you, Gemini. If this resonated, or if you want to claim it, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, you got other messages over at Harmonia Friends Club and membership area, whole entire living, breathing vault of readings. But if not, we're going to move on to Cancer next. Take care and good luck. All right, let's see what's going on for Cancer. Spirit, where is Cancer on the Fool's Journey? Or who are they? on the fool's journey. Oh, the Tower. Well, before you freak out, it is usually something that is painful. It hurts. But this is what you're going into 2026, and that tells me when you hit the rock bottom, there's only one way, and that is up or through the door or through a portal of some sort. There's a reckoning. This is for a Cancer who's blown up their life entirely going into 2026. It's like it's done, it's over. What's it bringing in? Opportunities, of course, right? Because you can only go up. So let's see what opportunity it's bringing you. What is the opportunity that you are attracting in this Tower moment? The unknown, the moon. This is, gosh, the moon energy is things that are going to trust your gut, your intuition, but you also your connection with God, period. So it is scary. There are a lot of illusions with the moon because you can't see everything. And there's something about this year, you're not meant to see everything. It's working behind the scenes. And so the hidden blessing here is that moon energy is just to trust the unknowing. All right, let's see what else we got here. What is surrounding this unknowing? Spirit, what is surrounding this unknowing? Mice, discord among friends and family. You got some enemies here. Angel, spiritual guidance, protection from harm. But you know what? You also got family on the other side. You got your angels, you got your ancestors and your guardians. And I do feel like there are some individuals here, Cancer, who are not happy with the way that you trust, which really shouldn't be any of their business, but maybe they affect it because it affects them. Could be a household of some sort too. All right, let's see what's going on here. Where you stand in relation to receiving this moon energy. Reversals are now up. Okay. This is about this is about a connection that is mirrored to you, but also separate. So it doesn't necessarily mean you are in separation from this individual. In 2026, you are with this individual, but it is bringing and triggering out a lot of shadow aspects between you and another person. Okay, a reunion of some sort. But also there's discord. It could also be other people affecting this union too, those mice. Okay, other people getting in the business. Could be family or friends. Sometimes friends are family. What is forming and incoming this opportunity? Gosh, heartbreak. There's some sadness here, but it's temporary. And what's forming in this cloudy, and I want to say it's cloudy judgment, is not necessarily your cloudy judgment. It's you trusting your heart into the scenario, or you gave someone your heart like fully, like you're like, I'm all in. This is for a Cancer who says, I'm all in. If it goes sour, it goes sour, but I also know that it expands my heart space as well. Yeah. Because what it's leading you is to realize who has your back and who doesn't. And not everybody is going to be happy with this union. And I do feel like there are other individuals who get in the way of this connection. And a lot of you, it is other family members, immediate family. But there is the possibility here to persevere. Now, others of you, if this is a relationship that has exploded and was triggered, and there's family here that you were still trying to deal with or mend with because you're divorced from them or something in that segment, this is realizing who your family are. The best thing that came out of it could have been the kids. you you do what you can with it, but it's also you trust your gut that sometimes you can still love, but at the same time you want peace, and that's okay too. But this is the year to really understand that whatever heartbreak or whatever things that are said, that the people who really love you will be there for you. Period. Period. The echo from the past, from the Four of Wands reversed. Eight of Pentacles here reversed. So this is a scenario where an individual puts more time and effort into something they're more focused into. So you could be very hyper vigilant or try to prove yourself. But this is echoes of your past. And so you may also see someone here who you're connected to who's constantly trying to prove themselves in a relationship and make kind of means on both on your side and on their side, and it doesn't work. And if this is if this is work related, guys, for my cancers here who are trying to keep peace at work, they're starting to realize that, is this really as important as it is family? I don't need to be working myself to the damn bone for 2026. I might, you might not be happy with me in this relationship because they're used to me working away, but I got to get paid more. Alignment shift that is required for you in that moon energy, and then this is that love. It's you. It's empathy. It's trust. It's having an open heart. It's not allowing your emotions to run the show, but it's also not engulfing them and then playing victim to it either, because there could be adverse sides of it, but it's upright. So in order for this to shift is to trust, and to the sun here is also to show, be as loving as can be to the matter. And if it's someone here who is being influenced by others, it's not the trust the process here, it's to trust what you need to do to be with the right people. What the opportunity becomes when you consciously receive it with that 10 of Pentacles energy. Look at this. That the idea of something being successful and getting through isn't always as important as it is to be grounded and to be humbled. And so this is for a Cancer who says, yeah, there are certain successes in my life that I thought I really wanted in 2026. And now I'm realizing some things are meant to crash and burn. And what's really important is the more rooted things that I prefer, which is deep connections, security in that sense, a community that I feel supported on. And so you're willing to crash and burn and try and be hopeful for certain things, but there's also going to be certain things in 2026 that aren't going to be as great. And that's okay. Let's see what supports your path for 2026. Look at this. You got the Six of Wands here. Okay. It's the victories, and it's the smaller victories. It's all of the stuff that you could say, yeah, I failed at that, and it's okay because it allowed me to evolve and see what I truly wanted. It's to accept the successes no matter what size they are, because there's one in particular that you really want to be victorious at, whether this is business or relationship. And there's something about meddling or getting bad criticism or critiques or other people's words. And this is something here where Cancer is like, does any of this noise really matter? Haven't I proven that I'm successful already for myself? And that's what do you need to trust? The Eight of Swords. You got to trust. Look at that. The insecurities. That the insecurities only can bring out the fear so that you can confront it. And that you can say, hey, I faced my insecurities, the worst case scenarios. I faced the worst criticism. And this is what this Cancer may be saying in 2026. But it gave me an opportunity to really find the home, the job, the community, whatever it is that I really need to be in. So yeah, that's what I got for you. All right, let's see when it's going to really hit for you. What month's going to be significant for you for 2026? It's going to be a month where there may be a shakeup or where you see a lot of this fruition come in place. November 2026 may be significant to you. All right, that's what I got here for you, Cancer. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment. Don't forget, if you want to claim it, you may so. And we're going to move on to Leo. Leo is next. All right, Spirit, what do we got going on here for my Leos? Where are you on 2026? Where do you begin? Justice, Libra energy, facing the consequences of fairness. It's all about justice, alignment. What big opportunity or hidden blessing is coming your way? What are you attracting here for 2026 in this justice? It's about damn time. You got the star here, okay? I just heard it's about damn time. You are going to be in the limelight. You are going to be seen. You're going to be recognized. This could be a promotion. This could be you as an influencer being seen on the World Wide Web. Some of you are meant to be, I don't know. I mean, there's just this energy about being vulnerable, and in that vulnerable state and that trust state. And the star is all about healing energy. So the greatest gift is because you've never given up hope. Whatever this endeavor is for you that you've never given hope on, but it's about purpose, and it's about being seen, and it's about being vulnerable. And I love the star moment here too, because it comes after the tower. So there's been some shakiness going on, but justice is going in your favor for 2026. Okay, it's not a bad start. What is surrounding the star energy? What you need to be aware of? The gong, an exciting event. There's a particular event where you're going to get this recognition. Peacock, beware of great pride. Well, that's being a show off. A show off, a show. You know, there's something about being at a particular event that in 2026, you catch the eye of a particular person or others. But it says, beware of great pride. So you may feel like you need to really expand it once you be seen, because all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, I'm on camera. You're not freezing. You're like, oh my God, I'm on camera. Let me show them my moves. And Leo, we all know that you have a big heart and you're very fiery and spicy, but you don't have to have those big moves. Okay. You're already strong. You're very resilient and you're courageous, but your pride sometimes flushes out here with colorful and noise, and everyone's like, whoa, we're okay with the more vulnerable side of Leo. Okay. Where you stand in relation to receiving this recognition. The Page of Pentacles here reverse. It's okay. You ready for this? It's when you don't give an F. It's gonna be, if you are creators, artist, if there's a project that you don't really care so much, and you just kind of throw it out there, and it's like, yeah, once you see what happens, gets a bite, it gets a bite. Okay, it gets a bite. Others of you, this is just something that you never put a lot of time and effort into. It's like you half-assed did it, but you showed up anyway. You're like, yeah, all right, well, I'll try it, but I'm not really that truly invested in it. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. You're not dressed for the part, for sure. What is forming? That's the incoming opportunity here. This is so funny. The Six of Wands here reverse. And when I say it's so funny, it's because you already discard this. You already see this as shit. Some of you, this is even a job that you're like, yeah, I don't care. I almost see the movie of the Office Space when he's had enough and he just kind of like takes the walls down. They're giving him promotions for no reason. This is what it feels like. It's when this Leo detaches because of a falling that they've had, and they haven't given on up hope on what they truly want, they truly deserve and desire, which is recognition. But it's like as soon as they stop wanting the recognition, it's like, I just don't care. I'm just going to do what I want to do. That's when it comes in. The hidden timeline. This is like a variant outcome, the detour, the blessing in disguise here. The Queen of Cups. Someone sees you. Someone sees you. And you're glamorous. Okay, look at the sun illuminating that giant cup. It's like, oh, I got a champion here. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Now, this is someone here who's very intuitive, who feels your attitude of not really caring about this, but they see your vulnerability. They see your softer side. They watch you from a distance, this individual. And so I feel this energy of being watched and acknowledged, and an intuitive nudge here to just listen. There's a very telepathic connection with this person. Lots of like, and it could be romance, but it's telepathic for sure. The echoes here of that past. Oh, defensive. There's that energy of you just not caring, having to prove your point, always saying that you're the bigger person. And it's like as soon as this person illuminates some acknowledgement, and this is how you're going to know with that Six of Wands. We're going to see how are they going to know here with that Six of Wands energy? The alignment, the shift that is required here. Okay. It's gonna be this energy of, you see this Five of Cups, it's this missing Five of Cups, Six of Cups. You're gonna hear a person from your past, and this is a soulmate. It's not necessarily this person, it's another individual. And this individual is going to go into deep discussion how this other person who's watching you really missed out or fumbled by picking the wrong person. And they never really were open to a connection until they saw how authentic and real you were by just being detached and just putting out what you got. And it's in that energy when this person tells you that you feel that you need to show that you need to prove yourself, but this person, you've already proven yourself. But when this person says that, you see that star energy, it's almost like, oh, what happens here? I need to prove myself. That's the peacock energy. So just be wary of that, because it's a story of what this person says to you. That's very significant, Leo, is that this Queen of Cups energy is someone here who feels very much they missed an opportunity because they didn't give somebody a shot, and they're willing to give you a shot, and they want to get to know you, to see you, or value you. Likely mindset here. Look at this. You got the nine of Pentacles here. I love this for you. This is a year where not only are you attracting stability, you are attracting a very sincere partner who is also very secure on what they have to offer you. Some of you, this is a business deal. This is really a huge business deal. It's a proposition. Others of you, if this is a relationship, this person here is single as can be, but they have grown just as much as you. But the reason it's coming in is because of your stability. It's your security. You both are aligned to this. All right, let's see what supports your path in 2026 with this blessing or this opportunity. What is supporting your path? King of Cups. Are you kidding me? I want to say it's you. Your big heart. Again, Leos have big hearts. You know, you may have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in your heart, but this is a match. And the both of you intuitively feel it. There's an up leveling when the two of you connect this year. And this is something where it may be more performance in the beginning of the year, but you're realizing that, you know, this could go pretty far with the two of you in this connection. What does the universe want you to trust? Oh God, look at this. Five of Wands. Now, Many of you feel you need to prove yourself because there's competition in the way. But Spirit's saying, trust that whatever competition is there is not really competition. Okay. This is like friendly rivalry. And if there are, like, this person is as single as can be, or this person here may have a lot of suitors or people interested to do deals with them. And some of you, this is like, some of you, this is art. Some of you, this is a record deal, but it's like there's a lot of competition out there. And Spirit's saying you have a big heart and to trust your intuition because this person picked you for that reason, because you're very vulnerable. And whatever you threw out there, you didn't think it was going to be a success, but it was your heart that you threw into it. And it was that portion that this person had seen. All right, let's see what the month that's going to be very significant to you, Leo, for 2026. This spring, April. So April, this is maybe when you will be seen by this individual. All right. If this resonated or you want to claim it, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, Leo, you got more messages over at Harmonia Friends Club, my membership area, which is an ever-growing vault. But if not, this is where we part ways. Good luck. We're going to move on to Virgo. All right, Virgo. Let's see where you are on the fool's journey going into 2026, or who you're showing up as. Here we go, Spirit. What do we got? Judgment. It's decision time. A final move. The final countdown. Final countdown. That song is coming in my head. It sure is. To death do us part. Spirit, what do we got going on here with this judgment? What is the opportunity that Virgo's attracting, the hidden blessing that Virgo's attracting here? I just said to death do its part. This is a relationship. Someone else got this. 10 of Pentacles. I believe it was Aquarius. If you're dealing with Aquarius, or you got Aquarius in your chart, you might want to check out that reading. But you're attracting a relationship. And as I said in this card, these looks like this two people are in discussion, making a decision, making a final decision, final countdown. Now, this doesn't have to be romantic. This could also be about two people discussing about a proposition, a partnership of some sort, to run a business, to run a community. Could be family discussing something. What's surrounding this is a distant friend is thinking of you. This person's very loyal. Oh my God, look at the dog. That's what the dog's very significant. Pleasure with a close friend. So you are attracting, every relationship, even romantic, starts with a solid friendship. This person is at a distance from you. Okay. But I can't believe you got dogs from both sides of it. Anything with dogs is loyalty. Total different vibes than cat energy, but this is togetherness. And we look at dog. Maybe 3 dogs are significant. Maybe your person is a dog person. I don't know. There's dogs. There's something about dogs here that are significant in how you know what you're attracting. Maybe you meet this person at the dog park. I don't know. All right, let's see where you stand in relation to receiving this. Reversals are now up. We have the moon reverse. So God, look at all of the dogs. Canines, wolves, lone wolf, Pisces energy. Okay. Let's get real. 2026. Your openness and readiness and energetic resistance to this is going to be a hard one. You are going to resist this discussion with this individual because it's going to talk about where you go next. Now, there is some illusions. There is some fear. There is something going on with this connection that makes you go a little bit batshit crazy. It just does. All right. What is forming the incoming opportunity for 2026? Discussion. discussion of where we go and move on from this. How do we move forward? How do we move forward? This person here is now willing to go get in the boat with you and really take charge. Again, I just kind of see this as like a now you see this as a little bit as a red flag. So there, whatever this was, you kind of are, maybe you're more a cat person. The hidden timeline in this. God, the Eight of Swords. You already knew this was going to happen. I'm not telling you anything new, Virgo. You already knew that when you detached, when you said you were done with them, when you were like, no, you know what, whatever, I don't want them in my life. I don't care if this is romance. I don't care if this is a family member. I don't care if this is a friend. You were like, I'm done with them. 2026, when you say you're done with the red flag, is a person here who's coming back, wanting to ask you, how do we move on from this? This is a person here who you considered a very close friend. A distant friend is thinking of you. Pleasure with a close friend. There's a dual dynamic. Some of you, the reason you have pleasure with a close friend is you've already moved on. Echo from the past. This is someone from your past. Some of you were married to this person. Some of you had children with this person. Some of you, this is family. Okay. Sibling. This is someone here who, like, together, you thought this person would be in your life forever. And there is just a lot of stuff here where it took you a long time to get over this, and you moved on your own. You created your own closure. Alignment shift that is required here. 8 of Wands here, reversed. You may have blocked this person. Some of you are going to block this person. It's a no for you. And the hidden blessing here, what the opportunity is because you already have it. Because you're happy. Likely manifestation. Why this came in? Because they see you happy in another connection. So Virgo, here's what's interesting. You have an ex coming back, but you also have a very solid relationship this year. And this relationship, if it's not an ex, it's someone here you consider exiled. Okay, put it that way. They're watching you light up. They're watching you be seen. They're watching you really being okay with it. And this is a person here who now wants to have a heart to heart with it, but it's kind of hard to do when you feel it already with another. What supports your path in 2026? What supports your path in 2026? Ooh, 5 of Swords. Why you walked away. Remember why you walked away. Don't like sit there like the thinking man and stay stuck. But remember why you walked away, because you wanted this person to think about it before what they did. It's like, all right, you want me to leave? Then you can think about it. What you need to trust. You did the right thing. And this is the year for you to choose the new opportunity, not the old. Yes, you do have a choice. I want to say this was very similar to Aquarius reading, but it could have been someone else. You have a choice. And the opportunity here is you have a really fresh start with a connection here that has growth, where you be seen. And then it's also another one where you're going to leave someone here in the thinking man pose, period. What month is significant here for you for this to come? It's coming. We got February. February is coming. It's not that far away. All right. So you may be in a new connection or feeling good and aligned and doing really well with recognition in February when you hear news from this individual. But I think the decision is the red flag. All right. That's what I got here for you, Virgo. If this resonated or if you want to claim it, go ahead and hit like, comment below. And don't forget, there's more messages over at Harmonia Friends Club, my membership area, which is a timeless vault of readings and also a lot of other cool stuff. But if not, this is where we part ways and move on to Libra. All right, Libra. Oh, I forgot to timestamp. Hold on. We are at what? All right, that's good enough. Libra, let's see where we're at here for you. 2026, where are you at? The Hanged Man. The self-sacrificing card here that also gets illuminated. So you're in a timeout to gain a new perception. You're in a pause mode going into 2026. All right, let's see what you're looking at. Odin. I just thought of Odin. It really reminds me of Odin here. But you think of Odin when he hung from the tree, the Israel tree, it was to gain knowledge from the fates. So there's something here that feels fated for this Libra. All right, let's see what you're attracting. What is this a Libra attracting for 2026? What is the opportunity and hidden blessing that Libra is attracting for 2026? The King of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Well, this is an individual here who invests wisely. Again, a lot of people call him the boring king, but I love the King of Pentacles because it's someone here who provides, who takes care of all the little nuances in life and is always prepared for every emergency you can imagine. But they love food. They take care of themselves. And yes, they can be gluttonous at some times and they can be showy when it comes to materialistic stuff. But, we all have our bad sides here too. But you're attracting the King of Pentacles energy. Now, some of you, this could be you attracting your portion of you, if you have Earth in your chart here, of stability, investment, okay, well-being. But let's see what's surrounding this King of Pentacles energy. What is surrounding, Spirit, this King of Pentacles energy for 2026 energy? Cup, you should accept valid criticism. Okay. Well, all these cups. Celebration, fun, enjoyments. Okay. Holy crap. This person has really cool advice. They also may like to have a good time and drink with you. Okay. But they don't have to. I mean, this is 2026 is going to be a year of pleasures, getting together, but also, advice. And you should accept valid criticism. There's something about this criticism that actually is going to help you evolve. That's the perception here, gaining a new perception to give you clarity. Yeah, criticism can be hard for a Libra. It can. All right, let's see what's going on here. Where you stand in relation to receiving this. Insecurities, self-doubt. It is past your fears. It's sitting with it. I almost feel like you sitting across from an investor. Okay. Some of you, this could even be your father. Others of you, it's someone here who really has practical advice and you may, fear that a little bit. But again, these swords, 8 of swords, 9, 10, the fear here is fear of rejection. So you're facing some kind of confrontation for 2026 and it comes to criticism. What is forming the incoming opportunity here? Clarity. This wishy-washy energy of what do I do? How do I handle this? I'm so overwhelmed. There's something that is emotionally makes your heart sing. And it's going to be clear as day for 2026 for Libra that you're going to go, I know what I want. It's the cup that I want. And this individual is going to show it to you and be like, cheers. Yeah, they're going to almost help you see the solution. hidden timeline in this. Three of Swords here reversed. So this has to do with a broken heart. It does. Okay. And it never feels good having a broken heart. But the hidden disguise here is something that, gosh, I mean, you really wanted this, and maybe pride got in the way. Whether this is pride got away in fears in trying to achieve an accomplishment. Um, I just heard writing. Something is specifically about writing, but if it's not writing, I mean, it could be, a project that you're working on, or getting ahead at work, or even a relationship. If it went sour, pride may have gotten in the way. But here's the thing. This left a really deep wound. And this is a situation here where you're going to have the ability here to realize that this heartbreak wasn't for nothing. Echoes of the past here with that Eight of Swords energy. What is the echoes of the past here from? This has to do with long-term goals, desires, commitment. See, you want to be able to be practical and take your time and be methodical. But in the past, when you have done that, you've been burnt. You haven't gotten the results. And so it leaves you feeling empty. It leaves you, why? Why did I waste my time? Why did I waste my time at that job? Why did I waste that time with that person? Why did I, even think that that was good for me? But this isn't about wasting time. You were gaining experiences here. And you just may have been a late bloomer. That may mean something to you. All right. Let's see the alignment and shift required here for you having this clarity with this person. In solitude. It's in that quiet moment when you can sit back and reflect about what this person has given you. And it is a huge gift. Because whatever critique they gave, they meant it with their heart. And I do feel that this person here wants to celebrate with you and your wins. But it's the way that it was attuned that maybe you didn't see it that way. Maybe you thought this person was scolding you. Maybe you thought this person was seeing less than you. Virgo energy. Likely manifestation here, what the opportunity becomes when you consciously receive this. Oh, God. You see how your pride may have gotten in the way. You see how maybe you have been resilient and puffed up and trying to be courageous by walking away or saying that you don't need that advice or trying to do something on your own, when truly all this person was trying to do was take the thorn out of your paw. So I feel that this person is giving you something out of love. And some of you, this could be financial. Others of you, this could be a really strong friendship. But like I said, this is a friendship here that they care. Like, I mean, and I mean, could be a lover, but I just feel like this person cares, but something went sour. What supports your path in 2026? The Seven of Wands. Embracive. This person's going to face you. This person's going to challenge you. 7 here with that is like, listen. All right. It's aggressive energy, but it's this protective energy. And I feel like this person here is going to say to you, I say this because I protect you. I honor you. I care for you. That's how you're going to know the difference. What you need to trust here. Oh my God, this person loves you. This person loves you. This is a person here who would definitely take their shirt off the back here to help you out. And I think that maybe you may have gotten off the wrong foot here with this person at one point or something in 2026. But I do feel it's you facing some insecurities and realizing that this person has your back through thick and thin. All right. What month is this really going to start heating up here for you, Libra? March. March. Not too far away. Couple of months. All right, that's what I got here for you, Libra. If this resonated or you want to claim it, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's more messages on the other side at Harmonia Friends Club, my membership area, an endless vault of readings where you can peruse. But if not, this is where we move on to Scorpio. Good luck. All right, here we go, Scorpio, our final sign here. Let's see where you are. Spirit, where is Scorpio on the Fool's Journey for 2026? Death. That's your card. This is your card. So it's not all bad. It means that you are going through a massive change. You are entering 2026 through massive change. So you've been through some kind of harsh ending, but also is allowing a rebirth for 2026, which is well received because I feel like it's a relief for you. What's a big opportunity here or hidden blessing for my lovely Scorpios? The Nine of Swords. Wow. Look at all this death, energy, fears. The big opportunity for you for 2026, and this is always a hard one, and this is a message that has happened for a couple of signs, not just your sign, okay? So you might want to check other placements. But is your fear. Your fear. Ridicule. What's surrounding you? A man, dealings or relationship with a man. So there's a masculine energy that, well, it's a man. It's just a masculine. It's a man. There's a man in your life that's surrounding you that you're dealing with. Dagger, fear, worries, tense situations. That man doesn't necessarily mean they're the ones here who are ridiculing you. I do feel a lot of people around you and in your head that make you feel less than. Where you stand in relation to receiving this. In the misalignment. And usually when we go through the massive changes, there's something here that's happened at the beginning of the year. Sagittarius energy, but there is a fallout of some sort. Fallen angel. It almost feels like I feel exiled. I feel pushed out. But here's the thing. It's going to leave you irritable. It's going to leave you angry, but that anger is going to push you and persevere you. And in that anger is when you're going to start seeing changes. What is forming here in 2026? Oh God, you're going to fight this because other people aren't over it. You're over it. They're not over it. And these are individuals who are not meant to be anymore. And it could be particularly a male, but it doesn't have to be. We're going to see the significance of that male, but I just feel like this death energy makes me feel like someone doesn't, it's more than one person. It's more than one person. It just simply is. There is blaming energy, Scorpio, of you taking something or having an opportunity that others feel is unfair or unjust. They see you as immature. Here's the thing. For 2026, you're handling this like a champ. It's irritable, it's angry. I do feel this energy that there's going to be some harsh words here, but the 10 situations here allows you to get through. Let's see what that echoes from the past is. What is the echoes from the past? There it is. There's that guy. The King of Swords here, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. This is a masculine. It just simply is. You have somebody here who is ridiculing, blaming, or accusing you. But here's the thing. It's all based on insecurities of this individual, not yours. And here is a chance for 2026 to see somebody's true colors and you not be involved because you've changed. This person knows the old version of you. This person doesn't know the 2026 version of Scorpio. Alignment shift required. Yeah. You're working on yourself. You're ticked off. You're pissed, but you're focused. Some of you are really banking and working on your not just your well-being and your health, but your wealth. Your wealth is going to be looking good for 2026 because that's where you're putting your time and effort into. And every time this comes up, that's where you put your energy into, the anger. You're using it for prosperity. You're using it to say, I didn't use, I didn't abuse, I didn't take. What the opportunity becomes when you consciously receive this. Look at this. All of that shit, all of those accusations, all of that blame, all of that criticism, all about the insecurities of another individual, guess what? Get revealed because they got nothing to prove because you were completely in a different lane. So the secrets are going to come out big time. True colors are going to come out. Why? Because you're staying in your lane. You're staying in your lane for 2026. And yeah, it sucks because it wakes you up at night sometimes. And it's like, Jesus, when is this over? Well, here's the thing. You don't have to do a damn thing. There's going to be some kind of loss of some sort. Fear, worries, tense situations. It's going to feel tense, but I also feel this energy of that this person here is the one who's spreading lies about you. What supports your path in 2026? Now that is somebody here you can trust. The Emperor. All 4 kings in one, Aries energy. Now, this could be you leveling up or you being supported by another who is helping you level up. But many of you, it's you becoming boss. Like you are literally bossing. This is you running a business. This is you working hard. This is you, attaining to your own stuff. You're very independent. What does spirit want you to trust? What do you need to trust? This is your intuition, your timing, your instincts, your universal flow for 2026. The Queen of Wands, your creativity, more Aries energy. Leo and Sagittarius. I don't know why I just said Gemini. It just came flying out. But the Queen of Wands energy, dang, that's looking good, being confident. Trust in your ideas. Trust in your inspiration, Spirit is saying. Trust that the right person will protect you, honor you, and trust that if this is not another person, that this is you and that you are leveling up in a way that this is why these things are crumbling. What month is going to be significant for you, Scorpio, for 2026? June, the summertime. It's like that's when you're going to receive it. I feel like this angel is receiving receiving I feel like this is all going to unravel in the summer, to be honest. All right, that's what I got here for you, Scorpio. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's more messages over at Harmonia Friends Club. Thank you so much for being here. This has been interesting. I had a lot of fun doing these readings. I can't believe we're already moving into 2026, but here we are. Don't forget, if you want to check out Harmonia Friends Club, we'd love to see you there. But if not, this is where we part ways. You guys take care and have a good one.